This right here is talks about the black representation within video games. And if anybody should know about the black representation in video games, it should be somebody like me, bro. My channel is a gaming channel. I definitely want to cover this one. And let's see what Antonio has to say about this situation or about this issue.
Black representation in video games. Let's talk about it. So I've been playing video games my entire life. Growing up, my friends would jokingly refer to me as a game freak. And if I take a look back, I kind of did fit that description. It all started with the PlayStation 2 to me. My older brother had this console, and looking up to him, I played all the games that he did. GTA San Andreas, Def Jam Fight for New York, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw, and pretty much all of the...
Hey, bro, he just named some bangers. I'm the GOATs, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, he just named some real bangers for real. And there's a lot of black representation in those games, bro. Grand Theft Auto, NFL Street, NBA Street, Def Jam Fight for New York, all bangers, bro. They got this classic feel to them, and they got this urban feel to it. So, yeah, bro, them was big bangers for me growing up.
NFL and NBA Street titles. Surprisingly, these games had very high black representation. This was my first introduction to gaming, so I thought it was the norm. Now, fast forward to December 25th, 2011, I got my hands on my very own PlayStation 3. Growing up with siblings, man, y'all do not understand how annoying it is having to share a console. So when I got my own, I was happy as hell. This is where my love of gaming really grew. And
hey, man, I talked about this on a short, not a short, but I talked about this on live one time about like having to share the video game with my brother, bro. My brother is 10 years older than me. So, yeah, bro, it was never a good thing trying to share a game with him, bro. He always, like, micromanaged the way I played the video game or when I could play the game. Bro, it was terrible. It was terrible. But my granddaddy eventually bought me my own Nintendo 64. And, bro, that was, like, the best day of my fucking life.
Also started to expand my category of the games I was playing. As I started dibbling and dabbling into different games, I started noticing something. It's not a lot of niggas in these titles. Now today we're gonna be doing a dive into black representation in video games. I'm going to be addressing the lack of representation, how it can be better, and also titles where I liked how black people were represented in these games. I wanna go ahead and clarify this like I do in every video. If you are one of those people that use the sentiment, it's not that deep, go ahead and click off my video, bro. We get deep over here, okay? Pause. But look, no more talking. I hope y'all enjoy this, man. Let's get into it.
I always hate that it's not that deep people, bro. I hate them type of people.
In video games are rare. Under 5% of major AAA games have a black lead. Historically, since the dawn of gaming, there has always been a white male lead with a gun. Master Chief from Halo, Nathan Drake from Uncharted, Joel from Last of Us. The examples are endless, and we can literally go on and on listing these people off. I played pretty much all of these games and loved them. Despite the race of anything, I've always valued art, TV shows, movies, books, gaming. But on the other hand,
hey, everybody, and people already know about me, bro. People who know me, they know Uncharted is one of my favorite games of all time. And also Splinter Cells, bro. I still talk about Splinter Cells to this day. Hopefully we can get a reboot or something like that, bro. Of Splinter Cells, because that game was just, bro, I love it, bro. I love Splinter Cells. And I have no problem with playing games with white representation, white male protagonist, white female protagonist, Asian, African, I don't care, bro. I just really feel like there should be more diversity within video games now, though. I feel like there should be more diversity as far as like ethnicities.
I love me some black representation. Sad thing is though, man, the same cannot be said for others. Because in 2026, just the thought of a non-white male lead will get labeled as woke or DEI higher. Some lame bullshit. Now,
that shit lame as hell for real.
Talk about some black protagonists that
it's lame because it's not even what woke means. You know what I'm saying? Like they took the word, they took the phrase or the word woke or stay woke and turned it into something totally different from what it mean, bro. They didn't really turn that shit against black people. And I really hate that shit. I really hate it. And I really hate that people use it in that way because it's not what it meant at first.
I've played and I come across. CJ from San Andreas is probably the most notable. Releasing in 2004 and selling over 27 million copies, this game was a hit. The way y'all see it, y'all know I gotta get deep. CJ represents the struggle of black American youth in inner city America. We see him deal with gang violence, drug dealing, police corruption, and broken families. Something that black people in inner cities can most definitely relate to. Now the story follows him returning back home after his mother was gunned down in a shooting. His father is never mentioned in this story, and you know, Y'all know me. I add that to the notes. This is a stereotype for black people. They think
It
a lot
is.
of us don't have dads, or our dads are in jail, or they're dead, you know? It is the case for some individuals, but not all of us. I can just imagine, you know,
But that's cherry picking though. Like that's cherry picking itself, like within itself, because you take out the struggle that we all deal with as people, especially in America, and then you just like choke it up to being like, this is a black person issue. This is not a black person issue. And I be seeing this type of shit like ever since this new term of Donald Trump. I have seen the surgence of more racist white people, and they say the most outlandish shit on social media nowadays. And I've been seeing like white people talk about fatherless like children, like black children and shit like that. Like, bro, like a lot of y'all fatherless too. I didn't really grow up in my family seeing a lot of men not be in their children's lives. You know what I'm saying? So like this shit is a misrepresentation by itself. Yeah, you do have a lot of black kids grow up without fathers, but you also have a lot of white kids grow up without fathers too.
young white kid playing this game that has never interacted with black folks, seeing this and thinking, they all are like this. You know, that's why I just kind of say you got to be intentional when you write these characters. To be fair, I don't think Rockstar had this in mind. Just even at this time in 2004, making a black person your lead, that's crazy. Even though CJ wasn't written the best, I love his character and we all can appreciate him. Now,
Yeah.
my next
I gotta
example
play
is
the
a
game,
character
too.
in a game you probably never heard of.
I gotta play it
Marcus
again.
Reed in the game True Crime New York. Now, this game wasn't that popular. It released back in 2005, and by December of that year, it sold 348,000 copies. This was a flop in Activision's eyes, but numbers never tell the true story. This game was amazing, and the lead was even better. This game stars Marcus Reed, a former gangster turned NYPD officer. He works his way up and eventually is promoted to organized crime unit. The story follows him as he investigates multiple crime organizations. Now, what makes this game very interesting is you can play as a good cop or a bad cop. We can see how Marcus uses a mix of, his street smarts and his trained police background to get the job done. There are even 2 different endings to this game, but it all depends on how you play, being a good or bad cop. This game deserves its flowers.
Yeah.
And I don't know what
remember
caused
this.
it to do bad.
Hey, this game right here was one of the ones, bro. It was kind of like a mix between like a Training Day, but it also had the Splinter Cell. Like, I don't know, bro. It's like all those games around that time that was hidden, bro. That genre of video games, we had a lot of it. We had a plethora of those type of games.
Maybe it wasn't promoted as good, or maybe people didn't want to play as a black character. I don't know. Now let's talk about one of the most loved black protagonists, Lee Everett from the Walking Dead Telltale series, specifically season 1. He is a deep character with a, kind of troubled past. The game starts off with him in the back of a police car after being convicted of murder. I don't know, y'all. Is that playing into the angry black man trophy going to jail? Okay, let me chill. It turns out he murdered a state senator who was sleeping with his wife. While being transported to a prison, a zombie apocalypse breaks out. Throughout the game, we see Lee develop his survival skills. He's learning how to make better moral choices and also becomes a great leader. What we all adore about him the most, though, is his relationship with Clementine. Now, Lee is introduced to Clementine when she's about 8 or 9 years old. She was separated from her parents because of this whole zombie apocalypse. Lee takes her under his wing and they end up forming a father-daughter bond. Lee goes from a person who is, extremely flawed, ashamed of his past, feeling guilty, so by the end of the game, man, a protector, a great leader, and an overall loved person. I don't want to spoil the story, man. Just know I'm a real nigga.
Don't spoil it, bro. I never played this
but
game.
At the end of that season, a real nigga shed a tear. All right.
You cried,
Black male
Antonio? What the
leads
hell?
are rare in gaming. But you want to know what's even?
Hey, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I ever cried in a video game. I never cried playing a video game, like even as a child. But one game though that really touched me was Red Dead Redemption 2. Like the song and shit, like bro, when you riding the horse at the end of the game, like that shit was really like, cause you already knew what the outcome of the game was gonna be. But yeah, bro, that shit touched me on a different level than any other video games because it was realistic. And honestly, bro, like my granddad had tuberculosis, so like this shit touched me on another level. Like, damn, that shit felt real a little bit. But at the same time, I ain't cry though. A real nigga didn't cry.
Even more rare, black woman leads. The most notable character for this is Clementine from The Walking Dead. We just discussed her. There are many discussions surrounding her race, and it is kind of,
Is she black?
To me, she looks racially ambiguous. And what you notice is that within media, they always try to frame a light-skinned person or, someone of mixed descent as the standout for the entire race. This is a problem because, black people such as myself or even darker than me, especially my black women, it's like I appreciate the representation, but it's not true, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand why they made Clementine look like this when there is a photo of her parents, right? She has a black mom and black dad. I think they're fully black, but somehow Clementine, she looked Blasian, right? She like you have a full Asian parent. But anyway, man, she's black. She got two black parents. In the series, man, we see her grow from a scared young girl to an absolute beast, you know what I'm saying? So Clementine, she's goated and I love her. So yeah. Now, a recent example that portrays black women in the best light in video gaming to me, and we probably have never seen a greater representation of us in general in video gaming. Hazel in the game South of the Midnight.
I haven't played this game. I have not played this game, bro. I do have it on my wish list. I'm gonna play it soon. Now look, when this game first came out, I saw so many racial comments, bro, about this game from white people. This shit was ridiculous, bro. It was disgusting. Like, that shit was crazy. This game got so much hate when it came out from white people. White men. It wasn't even a lot of women. It was a bunch of little cheesy white men that sit at their desk and beat their fucking meat to eat Cheetos. You can tell, bro, by the comments. Motherfuckers don't got no pictures on their profiles. Like, yeah, I saw a lot of shit. I saw a lot of bullshit. And it really made me want to play this game more because I knew why they was doing this. This game is heavily deep rooted within the South. You know what happened in the South? You know what I'm saying? Of the United States. It has a lot of culture within this video game. And it's a black protagonist. It's a lot of black people running around through this city. You know what I'm saying? And I understood why. Yeah, I understood why it was attacked. But I gotta play this one.
Last year in 2025, you play as Hazel Flood, a young woman in a magical southern gothic version of the American Deep South after her hometown was devastated by a hurricane. Now, Hazel discovers that she's a weaver. You ask what a weaver is? Let me explain. It's someone who can see and manipulate mythical threads that bind reality together. Now, the story centers around her finding her mom and healing fractured spirits and places by confronting supernatural beings. I love Hazel, man. She is very well-rounded. She's not stereotypical in no type of way, and I couldn't complain less. There are also many cultural references in this game, specifically for all my black Americans that live in Louisiana. Man, as a community, bro, when this game came out, a lot of black people, we came together and we love this shit, bro, because we never get this type of representation in video games, bro. It was just something magical. But we all know we had a certain group of niggas hating.
Now look at South of Midnight Steam numbers. Let me see.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to watch his videos and shit. But this motherfucker's so stupid. If you're a black person, you watch this nigga, bro, something is wrong with you.
Pull this up. So it's got only like 400, 300 people playing it. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I feel like there's not going to be that many people that buy this kind of a game, right? Like, that's it. And so this is the issue I think a lot of these studios have, is that they think that they can take a genre that appeals traditionally to men and then shift it to a female protagonist or like a female setting and then expect to maintain their audience. You can't do that. That's just not how it works, right? It's like if you're adding in a character into a video game and like it's an action combat game, if it's a female character, she better have huge tits. And if she doesn't, you're doing something wrong. Like, I'm sorry. Because the people that play those games are gooners and guys, and that's what they want to see. You don't give it to them, well, that's fine. They don't give you their money. And this is the problem, is like, as soon as studios realize this and they start like listening to players rather than like assuming that, you know, players don't know what they want or like some bullshit, then we'll actually see big changes happen and we'll see things improve. But it's going to take a while, right?
Bro, who the fuck listened to this nigga, bro? And this is the crazy part about it. He got millions of people who follow him. His ideas are fucking shit. Who the fuck play a video game to goon? Like, why are you... if you're playing a video game to goon, you have an issue that you haven't addressed, that you need to address. You playing the video game because you want to see some titties, bro. Like, what the fuck? Why would I want to play a video game to see some fucking titties from another one? Like, come on, that's not real. I can't touch them. Why? Why is this even a conversation? I don't play a video game because I'm attracted to a damn woman in a video game. That's like saying, okay, if I play a video game, I'm attracted to the guy that's in the video game. Because it's a double-headed sword. You playing a video game based on attraction level. So are you attracted to the men in the video game? When you play fucking Uncharted, are you attracted to the guy who played Nathan Drake?
Narcissism is real. If it doesn't center these folks, then it's a problem. It's just sad that in 2026, us wanting to be seen more is a problem and will make some folks uncomfortable. Even though all of media throughout all of time, you know, in America has been centered around white folks, man. And it's like, golly, bro, y'all complain too damn much.
Facts. Fucking crybabies.
In 2026, my motto is simple. If a game doesn't offer solid, customizable, black features, I'm not buying it. Games claim to have the most diverse customization ever, but can't even get the bare minimum down pat. I don't know about y'all, but I like putting myself into video games. This helps with the immersion. Like, if I can see myself in the character, I'ma like it more. Simple. This is a problem that is bigger than gaming though. The entire world is whitewashed. You know, your essential features are put on a pedestal and everything else is seen as lesser. Lighter skin, smaller noses, straighter hair. Speaking of hair, if I see this shit don't make me mad, bro. Do not make me mad. Bro,
this hairstyle, this is the go-to hairstyle. This is the go-to hairstyle for black characters, bro. I'm so sick of seeing this hairstyle. I am so sick of seeing this hairstyle, bro. It was cool at first. When I saw Michael B. Jordan with the hairstyle, I was like, okay, all right, this is all right. And then I saw Miles Morales hairstyle and Spider-Man. I was like, okay, bro. We know because like people was wearing like the little, people had the fades and stuff. Like around like 2016, 2015, and then they started doing like the little dread brush thing to where it was like dreading their hair up and shit like that with the fade, and then it started turning the dreads. But now, bro, I'm still seeing this hairstyle. It's like this is the only hairstyle that white people accept, and they put this shit everywhere, bro. They make every black character have this hairstyle.
Real life rocks this fucking hairstyle. Killmonger has did irreversible damage to these white developers. I promise y'all, we don't like this shit. And even just the texture, we never see this shit represented in the best way. I think this is a big reason why a lot of black people cater more towards sports games. 2K, for example, man, their customization is, you know, it's top notch. We got the black hairstyles, we got the black clothes.
I disagree with right here. Now, 2K, first of all, we just now, like, within the past, 5 2Ks, 6 2Ks, start getting hairlines and shit and decent hairstyles where you can fade and all this stuff in 2K. 2K representation was crazy, too. It was crazy, too. You know, like, I'm a fucking black character with a white mom. Like, and then, like, even when, like, you're a white person playing the game, because I like this shit. I like to go all the way across the board. All across the board. I think we need, in sports games, more white representation. I understand that in the NBA and in the NFL, there's more black athletes. But still, if you're going to make a video game and you want other people to play this game, there needs to be more representation in these video games for these people. You know, like even Asian, Hispanic. Give them more representation too within like sports games. Because it's a video game, it's not real. But also in other video game genres, there needs to be more representation in those games. For everybody else across the board too. Like, I don't want to play a game from an Asian man and then like I'm getting drafted to the NBA and then my parents, they're black or they're mixed. They one white and then one black. Like, let me choose my parents. Let me choose who my parents are going to be.
Come closer, hip-hop supernova is back. Keep your composure, yeah, all hail the chosen. You niggas place holding. I saw in, so important like Air to Jordans. Just culture.